Hello guys, welcome back. Now in this tutorial we'll see how exactly Java works. Now let's suppose if I create a file, let me create one more file here. So let me say this time I will say demo work.java, and let me save this. And in this we'll do some very basic thing like demo work, and we'll say public static, it's void main, and brackets will say string. It's a lots of typos. So now and this what we can do is we can just print system.out.println, and we'll do very basic thing called as hello world, right? It's very simple. Now we'll see how exactly it works. So when I save this file, I'm saving this file in a folder. I don't know which folder. Study. We have Java tudes. Wait, Java tudes. Yeah, Java tudes. And this I have a file called as demo work, right? So I have one file called as demo work. So you can see I have only one file called the demo work here. And when I go back now, this time let me just compile this. So when I say Java C demo work, when I say enter, once you get the compiled file, and then you will get a class file out of it. Now this class file is it's actually your bytecode. So now if you remember the first video in which I have already informed you that whenever you create a .java file, you have to write your code here. Then when you compile this file, you will get a .class file. Now this .class file is so secure. When you open it also with some readable applications, you can see you will get something which is encrypted way. So you will not able to see exactly what this means, but this is a content, this is a byte code in which you will be having all these bytes, all these binary formats. And when you run it, so if I run this, if I say demo work, now this thing will run this .class file, and I say enter, it's working, right? So there is nothing to do with this your file name when you're running your application. When you compile your application, .java file matters. When you run your application, .class file matters, right? It's very simple. Now there is a myth, they say your class name should be same as your file name, right? In fact, I told you earlier that it should be same, but it's a myth. Your class name, it's not compulsion to be same as your file name. So let's suppose if I make it as demo work 1, so it should not work, right? So it should not work. So when I say let me just remove this file, let me just delete this class file now, because I will create this file again. So let's delete. Yes. Now if I compile this, so compile, it's Java C. Let me check if it's working. It's working. Console is working. Now, so Java C, and we'll say demo work.java, and enter. Now it is getting compiled. Okay, now this time we'll see when you run this application, you have to use a class name, and class name is not demo work, it is demo work 1, and you're getting the output, right? So it's not compulsion to have a class name same as file name, but there's a twist. What if your class is public? You can have your class as public, which says you can access this class from anywhere. In this case, now if I compile this, now if I say demo work.java, this time it will give me an error. It says class demo work 1 is public, should be declared in a file named demo work1.java. It means any public class should have a same class with same name as file name. Now if I make it as demo work, it will work. It's working. And to run this, we'll say Java, it's not demo work, it's Java demo work. Now why we are getting output for this? Because we have already created a dot class file. If I delete this file and if I run this, it will not work, right? Demo work will work, right? Since its name is work, it will work. I'm a bad joke, but this is your output, right? So this is how you implement. This is how your Java normally works. One thing it's very important here. Let's suppose if I want to add some comments. If I want to add a comment like this is my main function, right? It should not be compiled. You know, when you talk about comments, that statement should not be compiled by your compiler. And to add comments, it supports multi-line comment in this way. You might be knowing about C language. This is called as multi-line comment, in which you can have multiple comment statements, right? But what if you want to go for one line comment? So for that one line comment, what we can do is we can just use double slash and we'll say main method, right? Now this statement will not be executed or will not be compiled by your Java C. So when you compile this, when you run this, there is no problem with this line. So this is how you add comments. So that's it for this video. From this video, for remaining videos, stay tuned and do subscribe for the further videos.